sending it to me?
Yeah, later I'll send it to you. But let me record it first. Okay, so today we are doing Pythagoras rule. So let me open the board and give you the definition. So as I said, Pythagoras rule is a principle. Have you read what you've written so far?
Pythagoras rule is a principle that governs the right angle.
Okay, Pythagoras rule is a principle. Do you know what a principle is?
Yes.
A principle is like a law. You know a law, right?
Yes.
Something that if you obey it, it gives you a particular result. So Pythagoras rule is a principle or a law that governs right angled triangle. Triangles. Okay. It states that right. It states that the square, Ted, put your mind in what you're doing. The square of, are you writing?
Yes.
Okay. It states that the square of the hypotenuse side of a right angle triangle is equal to the square is equal to the sum of the square of the opposite side and the square of the hypotenuse, the adjacent side of the same triangle. Are you done?
No.
Where are you now? Where have you written to? Let me see where you stopped.
Adjacent.
Read what you have. Let me see. No, read it.
Pythagoras rule is a principle or a law that governs right angles triangles. It states that the square of the hypotenuse side of a right angle triangle is equal to the sum of the square of the opposite side and three and the square of the that's where I stopped.
And the square of the adjacent side. And the square of the adjacent side of the same triangle. Full stop. Read what you have now.
Pythagoras rule is a principle or a law that governs right angle triangle. It states that the square of the hypotenuse sides of a right angle triangle is equal to the sum of the square of the opposite side and the square of the adjacent sides of the same triangle.
Okay. So I want to draw the right angle. So you're going to draw also. But do you know what the hypotenuse side means? What it is right now? Do you know what it is?
No.
Okay, you will know now. Because there are three sides I talked about in the law. I talked about the opposite side, and I talked about the adjacent side and also the hypotenuse side. Is that okay?
Side.
Yes.
Yes.
So right. This is the opposite side. This is the opposite side.
Should I draw the triangle?
Yes, draw the triangle under what you've written below your statement. Draw the triangle. Are you done?
Yes.
Let me see what you've done. Don't you have ruler?
My ruler is not here.
Okay. Put the angle I just put now. There's an angle I put now. Put it.
Okay.
Now, I want to find the hypotenuse side, the opposite side, and the adjacent side. But before I do that, I'm going to write the law, the Pythagoras rule. I'm going to write it. You're done with the diagram, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm moving to the law now, the Pythagoras rule. Right. So says,
Yes, please.
so you have hypotenuse squared equal to adjacent squared plus opposite squared. Let me see what you've written. That's the rule. Hope you understand the abbreviation, the way I abbreviated it.
Yes.
Okay, so HYP is hypotenuse, ADJ is adjacent, then OPP is opposite. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so let me see what you've written. I'm not seeing the diagram and the law. I'm only seeing the, yes. Show me below, down. Yes, let me see what you've written below the book, below the diagram. Okay. Your work is looking rough. Your work is looking rough. It's okay. So let me give you the derivatives. Now write again. Write what I want to show you. Only the hypotenuse. Be writing. Is equal to square root of adjacent squared plus opposite squared. Let me see what you've written. Just write what I'm writing now. When you're done, I will check what you've written. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay, let me see what you've written. Okay, it's okay. Now, move to the next page and write the next thing I'll be giving you now. If we are looking for adjacent, only adjacent is equal to square root of hypotenuse squared plus, okay, sorry, minus opposite square. Hypotenuse squared minus opposite square. Are you done writing it?
No. Yes.
Let me see what you've written. Okay. Now write the last derivative. I'll move to the next page. The last derivative is opposite squared. Right. Opposite. Sorry, only opposite. Only opposite. Only opposite is equal to square root of hypotenuse squared HYP
Yes.
minus adjacent squared. Okay, that's good. Now I want to define hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent. So write definition of terms. Right. Definition of terms. Definition of terms. The first one is hypotenuse. Number one, hypotenuse. This is the longest side of a right angle angled triangle. Are you done writing it?
No.
Write fast, write fast.
My mom has gone.
Is that?
I said that my mom just left.
Okay, okay. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay, number two now. Number two.
Adjacent.
Adjacent. Sorry, let me do opposite first. Opposite. This is the side directly opposite the angle in focus. Have you written that?
Yes.
Okay, we move to the next.
I want to write adjacent. I'm writing adjacent.
Adjacent now. Number three. Adjacent or adjacent side. This is the side that is perpendicular. I've explained perpendicular for you before. Do you remember the meaning of perpendicular?
No.
When two lines are parallel, what does it mean?
When two lines are parallel,
The two lines can never
meet.
Now, and it means that the angle between those two lines is equal to what?
Is equals to
For parallel, because they cannot meet, the angles between those two lines is equal to 0.
90. 0.
0, yes. But when it's perpendicular, it means the angle between those two lines is 90. I will show you perpendicular now. Adjacent side, this is the side that is perpendicular to the opposite side. Right. Finish what you're writing. Don't write this thing I'm drawing now.
Okay.
Don't write it.
Yes.
I just want to use it to explain something for you. When I mean
Okay.
perpendicular and parallel. Parallel lines are lines that can never meet. Let me use a very straight line to explain it. So these are parallel lines. They are lines that can never meet. Are you seeing it?
Yes.
So here is perpendicular. These two lines are perpendicular, while the second one, the two lines are parallel. Okay, you can write it. Write note before N stroke B.
Okay.
So I use it to remember perpendicular lines and parallel lines. Have I told you about PECA before?
Pekka.
Yes, PECA. Principle,
No.
example, class activity, and assignment.
Yes.
I've told you about PECA before, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you watch,
And even Tim's teacher also taught them about Pekka.
Okay, so we have introduction. That's IPECA. I made it IPECA. Introduction, principle, example, class activity, and assignment. So that's the order we'll follow in this lesson. If you watch, we've done introduction. We are doing we've done principles. Principle is the Pythagoras rule. So we'll go straight to example. After example, we'll do class activity. After class activity, I'll give you assignment. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Have you written the diagrams and the perpendicular and parallel lines I wrote?
I've only written N/B, perpendicular lines. That's all.
Did you draw it? Did you draw the diagram?
Should I draw the one that has 90%?
Yes, 90 degrees. That's not 90%. That's 90 degrees. I'm just trying to let you know that the angle between them is 90 degrees. But for parallel lines, the angle between them is 0 degree. So just write everything you're seeing. Parallel lines are lines that cannot meet. So you put arrow on the line. Put arrow on the two lines. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
What are you looking at? Don't be distracted. Show me what you've written.
I'm not looking at anything.
Show me what you've written. Now, the one you wrote 90. Let me use my spotlight to explain it. That thing is a box. Look at my spotlight. It's a box. Did you put a box there?
Yes.
Anywhere you see a box, it represents 90 degrees. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to move to the next page and draw. I will draw a right angle. Okay, I've already drawn it in our page. That should be, yes, page 1. This diagram now is called a right angle triangle. Did you hear what I just said?
Yes.
I said this triangle is called